All right. Good morning, Kirsten. Today is April 13th, 2020. Welcome back to our third week of e-learning. I hope all is well. Hope you guys enjoyed your spring break. Now it's time to GSD, get stuff done. Let's jump right in there with some vocabulary. Your word of the day today is negligent. So you already know what you need to do with that word. You need to first find a definition, then write your own definition, and then create a sentence for this word. I have provided in your materials and inside of Google Classroom, I have provided a document where you can go ahead and record that word, your definition, the actual definition, in your sentence. Make sure you fill that out. Let's get started on our lesson today. So, our objective is summarizing literacy text. The what? We will practice summarizing literacy content in an objective manner. We will learn to identify the setting, character, and main events to create our own summary. So the why is um, so that we would know when we are writing a summary, we need to make sure that it's objective and free from our own judgment. The how, we will summarize the literacy text by restating in our own words the main character, setting, and key events in sequence order. We provide an objective summary free of our personal opinions and judgments. So, with the what, the why, and the how, let's go ahead and jump right on in. So, our first story. All right. Have you ever seen a movie that you couldn't wait to tell your friends about? You probably decided it was described it to them by using just a few words. A summary, a brief retelling of a story that includes the main character's setting, settings, and the important events, including the conflict and its resolution. When summarizing, be sure to tell events in order they happen. Also, be sure to tell it using objective statements that are free of your opinion and judgment. So, we're going to go ahead and read. I want you to go ahead and read these three notes in the picture. As you're reading, I want you to go ahead and take notes. You should have a scrap sheet of paper and a pencil in front of you. All right, so just based off that chart, how what's the important details about the story? So we see for the setting, it has medieval town square. The important event is even the strongest townsfolk cannot pull the sword from the stone. That's the important event. The characters, we have strong man, Merlin, and Arthur. The important events from that is young Arthur comes forward to try. He succeeds in freeing the sword and becomes king. So from the setting, the character. So after many people tried and failed to pull the sword, Excalibur from the stone, Arthur succeeded and becomes the new king of England. So just based off our settings, our characters, and the important events, this is a summary that we came up with. Which, if you think about it, you see that it's free from my own opinion. It's actually stating what happened in the pictures, right? So that should be easy. Let's move. I'm sorry. Let's move on. So remember, summaries. A summary is retelling important events, and identifying settings and characters in objective fashion. Okay, good readers summarize to check their understanding and remember important plot details. So again, good readers summarize to check their understanding and remember the important plot details. Okay. All right. So let's go ahead and move down to our we do. All right. So our next story is Goose Goop and Oasis. And so was that Goose Goop. I'm sorry. The mightiest and most fearsome of all of the of the Algonquin warriors had traveled through the lands, defeating all the enemies. After many months, he returned to his village, where the people bowed their head respectfully. Upon arriving at his wigwam home, however, he glimpsed an old creature sitting on the floor, sucking a piece of maple syrup candy, troubling no one. Ghostgrip asked his wife what the creature was, to which she responded that it was a fierce, a fierce being who was undefeated and will remain so until the end of time. She warned her husband that if the meddling with the winds, Ghostgrip, Ghostgrip would be plagued with suffering. Gooseup was increased that an enemy had infiltrated his home. He challenged the small creature to a test of strength, but the Oasis ignored him. Outraged, he ordered the Oasis to crawl to him and acknowledge him as its master, but the creature only laughed. All right, so explain how to answer this question. What is the best way to summarize this part of the lead legend? I'm sorry. Um, so let me try it. I'm gonna think out loud. Okay, so first I'm gonna identify the main characters in the setting. One of the main characters is who was somebody in the story? Gooseup, a fierce Algonquin warrior. The other main character is who? Who else? The Waces, as being one. I mean, as being who has never been defeated. The setting is at the Golub village, right? Hmm. Okay. So remember, summary should also be objective or free of opinion and judgment. Read the following summary and cross out my opinion, words, or statements. Then check your work again against the bullet points. So Gullup is an awesome Algonquin warrior who comes home to his village after defeating his enemy. I think it's funny how he finds the waste sitting on the floor and thinks it's another enemy. He has foolishly challenged the others and waits around, but the little creature won't obey him. Hmm. In the first sentence, awesome is an opinion, not detailed from the text. Cross that out, of course. In the second sentence, I think it's funny. That's a judgment. It should be crossed out. And then the word foolishly in sentence three is also opinion. So we cross that out. So if you look back and you just read over this and you see, you compare what we will cross out to what the story, well, what the summary is. About the time we get done crossing out our opinions, the judgment, feelings, then you'll have a full summary. Okay. Okay. All right. Let's continue. All right. And an uncontrollably fur Gosu screamed at the waist that he alone was the mightiest warrior. This time the waist didn't respond. It opened its throat and let out a terrible, heartbreaking wail. Gooseup covered his ears, but the creature how spit his skull. He asked it to stop crying, but it would not. He danced a funny dance, sang a song, and made a face, but it wasn't until Gooseup held the waist that the creature was finally appeased. Subdued, the baby cooled. Go. his father, for son and father they were, and forever after, when the baby coos go at his father, the waist remember his victory of goose. So what I want you to do is to go ahead and answer this question. Which of the following choices is the best summary of the story ending? You answer this question along with your show your thinking in Google Classroom. It is titled Reading Questions. You would then move on to do your guided practice, which is titled Guided Practice. When you go into Google Classrooms under today's date, you will find all the material that you need. Everything is labeled, everything you need is in there, including the packet that you can read and follow along that you see on my screen. You will read this and then answer these questions. I'm sorry, I keep strolling myself. And then you will do your CC practice, which is Common Core practice. You will read the story and answer these questions. If you have any questions, any comments, go ahead and leave me a message um, in Google Classroom, or you can write it on the message board. I want you guys to have a great day. Happy Monday. Hopefully, we'll see you guys soon. All right, bye, guys. Love you.